Glaze is out for anybody to try, and this means that we've been getting some really nice apps published to the store. I've been looking at a bunch of them and even trying some out, so I thought I could share some of them with you, give a shout out to their creators, and maybe even some feedback so they can keep iterating on them. And if you don't know what Glaze is, it's a new app by the team behind Raycast that lets you create any desktop app just by chatting with AI. You can share these apps with anybody through the Glaze store or just with members of your team. Head out to glaze.app to try it out, and new users also get a welcome bonus so you can get started with Glaze for free right away. Now let's get to those highlights. So the first one is this app called Sweep, basically Tinder for deleting files, made by Melvin. So the way it works is that you drag a folder in, and then you can quite easily go through these files or photos or whatever it's in there and decide whether you want to swipe left to delete or swipe right to keep. And then I can just quite quickly move these to the trash, and there you go. And that's a nice little app. It's quite a fun way to look at your files and keep or delete them. I feel like maybe the animation could do with a little bit more love, but overall I think it's great. This next one is called Mic Check, which is actually very useful. So this app basically just checks whether your microphone is active or muted, and it's pretty cool because it allows you to mute your microphone and that gets muted everywhere instead of it being per app. You also have this little indicator here that stays on top of everything all of the time that lets you know whether your mic is muted or not, and then you can even do that with Command Shift M, and there you go. One thing I would say is that I would probably tidy up the alignment here with the app title, so I'm just gonna let the author know about this. Next up, Substract. It's a really nice app to help you manage all of your subscriptions, basically. You can see how much they cost every month, as well as how much they would cost you yearly. And I really like that because sometimes you have all of these subscriptions that they're all $10, $15, $20 per month, and you don't realize how much they add up in the course of a year. This is quite nice because it also comes with a calendar view that it allows you to see when each of these subscriptions will renew. And overall, I think it has a very nice, clean design. Very nice. No comments. This next one is Cloudflare Drop, which was built by Brandon, who actually works at Cloudflare, and it's a really nice, handy little app that basically allows you to drop in any folder or even a zip file and publish that directly to Cloudflare. So that's a pretty cool app. It looks great, it's super fast, and I love to see the Cloudflare team getting involved in trying Glaze as well. And this one is called Zones, and it's basically an app that allows you to add all of the time zones of your teammates or even friends, I guess, and look at them at a glance. It's a very beautiful looking app, to be honest. And here I can see the time zone. I also like it how there's this little label here to show whether it's the working hours or not. And to add a new time zone, you just click this little plus button and then put in the name and their location. Another cool thing about this app is that if you go into the app settings, then there's quite a few settings here that we can modify. First, you can change the list appearance. So if you want, it can be a bit more plain. You can set the default working hours and sleep hours. You can also make it a sticky window, which basically means that this window is always on top of everything. Here at the bottom, you can change whether you want this to be an app with its own window and everything, or just a menu bar app. Really cool. I really like this. And I have one more here. This one is the one that I built, actually. So this is logos, and this app is basically a list of hundreds and hundreds of logos. If you quickly need to copy the logo, you can just go and copy over here, and that copies the SVG to your clipboard. You can star logos that you need often. You can also search for anything. So here, Raycast, or there's also a drop-down menu that you can filter by categories. This app was actually super easy to build. It only took me a couple of prompts, and it's basically just pulling in all of the logos from the SVGL catalog. And so that's an example of how you can rely on open source projects or open APIs to just use that data to make a useful app for yourself. So these are some of the apps that caught my attention this week, and remember that all of them have been completely built without writing a single line of code. Thanks for all of the creators that have been featured, and keep an eye on your inbox to claim the free credits that we've just sent to you. And if you want to be featured in the next video, then drop your apps in the comments below, and make sure to subscribe for more news about Glaze. Cheers.